Welcome to a rivalry game of epic proportions. It's the LSU Tigers taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide here at Tiger Stadium. Elon Alf and Greg Cooksey joining you live from the campus of beautiful Louisiana State University. Greg, what are we looking forward in this matchup today?
Just a good classic rivalry game here. Both these teams have winning records in the SEC, so it'll be nice to see if somebody can really separate themselves here.
And we are underway as Alabama will get the ball first. And it looks like they're going to get stopped around their own 30-yard line in this rivalry game. That'll set the stage for Doug Day, who's having a pretty good season in the air, almost 1,600 or just over 1,600 yards and just under a 70% completion. Day is going to go under center to start this one off, fakes the handoff, throws right side, caught at the sideline by Adam Kelly.
Well, a nice start there by Doug Day, making sure that he could find somebody open.
Last time Alabama was out, they lost to Texas A&M 41-37, quite a high-powered shootout as the Tide hand off to their big man. That's Jake Moon, a gain of 10 yards, and we move the chains for the Tide.
Glad to see Jake Moon getting some work early here. He's a big part of this offense.
Day in the shotgun formation, drops back to pass, goes to the right side. That one caught at the midfield stripe by Emilio Gonzalez. First down. Oh, just shy of the first down. It's going to be 2nd and inches for the Tide.
I like this nice aggressive start by Alabama.
Alabama definitely going aggressive as it is 2nd and inches. Fakes the handoff. Day will go for the short screen pass, caught at the 45 by Zach Stone.
That makes it 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Tide around the 43-42 yard line. This is an interesting configuration for this field. You see, it looks very, very tight as Day is going to hand it off to Jake Moon, a gain of 5 yards.
I like this mix of running and passing. It's going to keep LSU off balance a little bit.
Alabama comes in with a 3-2 record, 2-1 in the SEC, tied for second, one of many teams. But with Clemson getting the win last night, you know that they are looking for the same thing, to keep pace as Moon gets 1 yard on the rush.
Well, LSU knew what to expect there.
3rd down, 4 to go. We'll probably look for Jake Moon to keep going as he could pick up 4 yards pretty easily, but instead it's going to be a pass by Day over the top, caught by Zach Stone, but they're going to lose yardage on the play. 4th and 5. Good defense there for LSU's Brandon Stone.
This was, and unfortunately just nobody open deep for Doug Day, and unfortunately, well, let's see, it looks like they're going to go for it.
4th and 5 to go. Tide definitely showing they are not scared of this LSU defense yet. Day dropping back to pass, pressure, and he gets nothing out of that one. Doug Day, nothing there.
That is a huge stop right there, and we had a lineman unblocked coming in there, and so LSU doing a great job getting a turnover.
Looked like number 65, maybe that's Dimitri Mikhailov, as it'll be LSU's first time to go out there. Craig Youngblood hands off to Colt Youngblood. No gain on the play. Good stop there for Alabama by Kevin Stanley.
And Alabama's defense is going to have to be tough here this evening. They can't let LSU have much at all.
LSU only 1 loss the entire season, and they're coming off of a win to against Florida, 31-10. They are first in the SEC at this moment in time.
Well, that's pretty good for LSU. LSU's had a couple of down years, so it's nice to see them back in the fold.
Gage Youngblood keeps it for himself, picks up the first down, give him 16 yards on the ground, and you can add that to his, looks like 151 total yards rushing so far this season. He doesn't run it a lot, but he seems to be very, very effective, averaging around 6 yards per carry.
Yes, he is. It's kind of an important part of college football.
Gage Youngblood. Sorry, Gage Youngblood throws incomplete on the far sideline. Good defense there by Emilio Gonzalez. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Hands off to Colt Youngblood. He goes straight into the pile, picks up 4, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 to go. 5:49, just getting started here in the first quarter. We'll be on the 30 of Alabama. Gage Youngblood in the shotgun formation. He's got Colt Youngblood, the All-American, standing beside him. Gage goes for the short pass to Colt, caught around the 35. He loses 2 yards on the play. Great defensive stand there by Alabama.
William Huddleston with a great stop there.
So it'll be 4th and 8 for the Tigers. Also got to give credit on that stop again to Kevin Stanley. It looks like he was all over there. And we're going to see the Alabama kicker, Jeremy Bordeaux, go for 3. Kick is up and it's good.
And LSU got themselves on the board. Perhaps going for a field goal is something that Alabama should have tried to have done. And LSU draws first blood.
Bordeaux is going to kick it off to the Crimson Tide, where they'll get it for the 2nd time today. They were stonewalled the first time, and they'll go ahead and take the touchback. First and 10 for the Crimson Tide. Ball on the 20. Day. Short pass, right side, caught by Zach Stone, gain of 2.
Similar to the start Alabama had last drive. Let's see if they tried to mix things up the way they did.
Doug Day, the freshman quarterback, drops back to pass. It'll be another short pass, and Zach Stone will get 6 yards on the play. 3rd and short coming up. You got to like what Alabama's doing, not trying to do too much, just kind of moving the chains. If they can continue that, that could be a recipe for success tonight for them.
Yes, it could be, and you hear about how an important part of college football is staying on schedule and picking up first downs.
Day with the short pass, wide open to the walk-on, Adam Kelly. It'll be a first down for the Crimson Tide.
Like Alabama's using the short intermediate passing game to get things done on the ground.
It may not be the most flashy thing, but it sure can be effective, especially when you do it as well as Alabama is on this drive. 1st and 10. Ball around the 45 of the Crimson Tide. Throw to the right side, and it's incomplete.
It's a smart throw by Doug Day. Not much was open, so he just gets rid of it instead of taking a sack or risking an interception.
Day dropping back to pass, standing on his own 35. Has to throw it away again. Nothing there for the Crimson Tide freshman.
Alabama's receivers have to do a better job getting open. Doug Day's looking for somebody. They're just not open.
Doug Day sacked for a loss of 7 yards. Dalton Smith with his first tackle for a loss of the night.
And here's what happens when you're not really effective or your receivers aren't getting open in your passing game. Eventually, you're going to give up sacks, and unfortunately, Alabama not able to hold off the pass rush of LSU.
It'll be a punt for Alabama, and LSU looks to be in the early driver's seat as they have a 3-0 lead. Return by TJ Keene is 9 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 LSU. Shotgun formation for Youngblood. That's Gage Youngblood. He's dropping back to pass. Throws his right side. Finds a man. It's close to the first down. His brother, Colt Youngblood, just short. It's going to be 2nd and inching.
So Zachary Carter did a nice job sticking with that play and being able to bring him down.
Shotgun formation for Youngblood. The junior quarterback fakes the handoff. Now goes to the right side. Caught by Brody Edward for 7 yards.
Looks like LSU trying to copy what Alabama's been doing on offense.
3-0 with 3:16 left in the first quarter. Youngblood with the short pass. It goes incomplete on the far sideline. Good coverage there from Alabama's Emilio Gonzalez. We've been talking about him a lot tonight.
Yes, we have. And Emilio Gonzalez has been a great player in this league for a couple of seasons. He's been one of the best quarterbacks and defensive backs, I believe.
Youngblood takes the snap, throws over the top, caught for the first down. Dominic Flores, a 15-yard reception.
Credit to the LSU offensive line, giving Flores time to get open and giving Youngblood the opportunity to get the ball to him.
1st and 10 in Alabama territory. Youngblood scrambling, hitting the backfield, loss of 4 yards on the sack. Will Stills.
Will Stills does a nice job dominating LSU's offensive line and getting through to Youngblood.
It'll be 2nd down and long after the sack. Ball on the 35 of Alabama. Youngblood going over the top, wide open at the first down. A huge gain there by Fred Perry, 16 yards.
A breakdown in coverage there by Alabama's defense, as we saw Richie Carrion just couldn't keep up with the wide receiver there, trying to rely on the other backfield, and unfortunately nobody was able to cover.
Second down and 10, knocking on the door. Youngblood throws to Colt Youngblood at the 20, 15, 10. Finally pushed out of bounds there by the Alabama defender. That was number 26. Give it up for another Emilio Gonzalez hit. 2nd down and 1. Wide open in the... Oh, he looked like he had it. He looked like he had it. He fumbles. The ball is loose. And Alabama looks like they get it back. Gonzalez again.
Wow. What a play by Gonzalez, and what a break for Alabama. We see that a lot in the CFSL when guys are getting ready to go to the end zone and they fumble or they get it stripped away. Got to learn how to take care of it better than that.
Colt Youngblood had a free pass into the end zone, and he drops it, and Alabama's able to capitalize on it. 2:02 left in the first, and Doug Day standing in his own end zone under center. Pressure from LSU would be Deli. He's dropping back to pass, throws short, and it's caught. Makes one man miss. David Ware, 6-yard reception. 2nd quarter coming up.
Well, that's a good job by David Ware. It's always kind of dangerous trying to pass out of the end zone, but there Alabama gets away with it.
Day under center. Hands off to Moon. He goes straight ahead, picks up the first down, an 8-yard rush for Jake Moon. He's got 24 tonight.
He's been a busy man early this evening, too.
Shotgun formation for Day in the Tide. Hand off to Moon. He's got great offensive line. Picks up 6 on the play.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Terrific job by Alabama's offensive line, making way so that Jake Moon can keep the ball moving forward.
We'll see if the Alabama offensive line can bust any more holes open for him. This time, Day's going to throw over the top. Caught at the 30 and tripped Warren. Goes 17 yards. First down, Bama.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Good to see somebody from this receiving corps getting open, because Alabama at some point is going to have to be a little bit more effective throwing the ball than what they were.
Ball will be in between the 35 and the 40 of the Tide. Doug Day, the freshman quarterback, stands in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap, hands it off to Moon. He goes to the left side. He's got space, 50, and brought down around the 45 of LSU. 16-yard rush for Jake Moon.
Jake Moon does a great job just blowing his way past the defender there and really switching fields, finding where the open hole was.
It'll be 1st down and 10 on the 47 of the Tigers. Tide quarterback Day takes the snap, going over the top, and pass is broken up. Great play there by Brandon Stone.
2nd and 10.
Well, that throw was kind of into double coverage. Doug's D, a couple of dangerous throws to straight. He's got to do a little bit better of a job.
37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Deep pass, throws. That one is picked off. Picked off at the 20. A huge interception for LSU by Anthony Stover. It is a momentum killer. The pass was intended for number 18, Joel Idle, but Stover is able to make the play, and LSU has the lead and the ball.
Now that ball just kind of sailed out of Day's hand. Not a lot that he can do about it. He thought he had Joe Idle open. He just wasn't able to make that throw.
Doug Day in the chat. Oops. That might be the understatement of the year, Mr. Day, as Fred Perry makes the catch for a first down for the Tigers.
Engage Youngblood says, well, Doug, I'll show you how it's done here on that day.
First down and 10 to go on the 48-yard line of the Tide for the Tigers. Gage Youngblood takes the handoff, keeps it himself. He's got room to run. He's across the first down. 11-yard rush for Gage Youngblood. That is 3 rushes for 23 yards.
He's going to have a few opportunities to run the ball tonight. Alabama's going to have to figure that out. They can't let this happen too much more.
You know, it's a lead for LSU, but it's only a field goal. Both defenses have come to play tonight as we will see the final play of the first quarter. Gage Youngblood takes it across the first down with his feet, and it's a 15-yard rush for Youngblood. So after one, it's 3-0 LSU on top. You're watching the CFSL on YouTube on PX1 Sports. Gage Youngblood, 38 yards rushing, averaging 9.5 per carry. Hands off to brother Colt, who goes ahead into that wall of red, and it is a 4-yard rush for Colt Youngblood.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Well, those numbers that you read for Gage Youngblood, that is a lot of running the football for any quarterback to do, and he's done it successfully here tonight.
Gage Youngblood now hands it off to Colt. He goes around the right side, trying to get to the 10, fighting his way, but he will eventually be brought down. The game for Colt Youngblood, it'll be 1st and 10 from just outside of the BAMA 10.
These Youngbloods are having their way with the Alabama defense here this evening.
Hand off to Colt. He goes straight ahead. No one's going to touch him. Great blocking by the offensive line. And Youngblood just goes forward. Excuse me, that's not Youngblood. That is Bernie.
Marcellus Bernie, yeah. Boy, did he get a hole open up on that right side for him by the LSU offensive line.
The USC transfer, Marcellus Bernie, comes and puts the first 6 on the board tonight. It's a 10-0 LSU lead with 8:23 left in first half.
LSU is showing that they can be very dominant. They show themselves to be one of the better teams in the CFSL this year.
Richie carry on with a 26-yard return to set up the Tide, and they've got to get it going, and they got to get it going now. They had a great drive, but it was killed by an interception. So we'll see if the Tide can turn the tide in their favor. Shotgun formation for Doug Day. An 80-degree cloudy night here in Baton Rouge as Zach Stone makes the catch for 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Eventually, Alabama is going to have to hit with a play downfield. They're not going to be able to do too much more of this short pass and nothing else.
Day under center, sends a man in motion. Hands off to Moon, who goes around the right side, and he gets 2 yards just shy of the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Great job picking up the yards that he could.
Shotgun formation for Day. He's got Moon in the backfield, handed off to Moon, and he will get the first down despite a valiant attempt from LSU's Cameron Boggs.
Boggs thought he had him. He almost brought him down, but Moon does a great job breaking free of that tackle.
First and 10, ball on the 35 of the Tide. Hand off to Moon, who goes around the right side, makes a few men miss, and picks up 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming up.
That'll bring up
Moon does a terrific job turning that corner. He doesn't seem to have the breakaway speed like I can see at the third one, but he's effective at what he does.
Shotgun formation for Day. He's looking to pass. Goes to the right side. Caught by a wide open man. Picks up the first down. Joe Idle with a 5-yard reception.
That's a gain of 5
Nice to see them finally hit on a pass downfield.
First and 10 coming up. 6:50 and counting left in the first half. Day under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Zachary Carter. 1 yard, so the fullback
That brings up 2nd and 9.
picks up 1, and it's 2nd and 9.
But Dalton Smith did a good job jumping in the lane and clogging the middle on Zachary Carter right there.
Moon back in the backfield with Day. He'll drop back the pass, goes over the top. Caught by Trip Warren for an 8-yard reception.
3rd down.
That's a great play by Trip Warren, and he does a great job putting his head down and taking on a defender right there, Brandon Stone.
Sorry, go ahead. 3rd and 1 coming up. Day, he's going to keep it. Brought down in the backfield. Nowhere to go. He's sacked for a loss of 3 yards. Dylan LeBlanc.
That'll bring up 4th and 5.
Dylan LeBlanc, great job coming in there and making a play.
The freshman shows up the other freshman, and it'll be 4th down and 5. And we'll see Marvin Jones punt it away for the Crimson Tide. It'll be caught around the 15, and going to return for 12 yards is TJ Keene.
But I'd expect to see more of both the young bloods here on this drive. Even they've done pretty much everything so far offensively. See if they can do more.
Late in the first half, only 5 minutes and 41 seconds remain as LSU will take over. They lead 10-0. 1st and 10 on the CFSL, on PX1 Sports, on YouTube. Gage Youngblood takes the snap, throws right side for Colt Youngblood. It'll be a pickup of -2. Good stop on the play for William Huddleston.
Well, that's a good thing he got that ball away because he had Will Stills right in his face and he got level.
Man left, man left.
It'll be 2nd down and 12 to go after the loss of yardage after the Youngblood to Youngblood pass. Gage hands off to Colt. He breaks to the right side, but is met after picking up 1 yard by the Crimson Tide. That looked like Kevin Stanley to me.
It was, and he proved to be a little bit stronger than Colt Youngblood on that run.
It's 3rd and long. Gage Youngblood has no choice but to pass it. Finds a wide open man at the 45. The 30, 20, 15. He could go all the way. See you later. A huge touchdown bomb on 3rd and long to Dominic Flores.
Alabama not getting any pressure on Youngblood right there. And unfortunately, Emilio Gonzalez, one of the few times he's just not able to cover, and it costs the Crimson Tide big time.
Dominic Flores with a huge touchdown reception. And we'll see Remy Boudreau kick it through the uprights. It's a 17-0 lead. LSU has come out and jumped all over the Tide. We'll see what Alabama has to respond. Now you're getting into a hole where the dinking and dunking isn't going to cut it. You got to go downfield.
Yes, you do. That's what we've been saying. And I don't know what the problem is. Is it's just a separation problem by the receivers, or if LSU's defensive backfield's doing that great of a job covering, or what? But Alabama's going to have to come up with something.
It'll be 1st and 10 with 4:51 left in the first half. Doug Day goes into the shotgun formation. Dropping back to pass. Goes up and over the rest of the back into the sideline. Baker in on the coverage.
A couple of times that Doug Day has tried to go deep, they've not been good throws, so he's got to get that under control.
Doug Day down by 17 to LSU. Short pass to Moon, caught at the 35, steps out of bounds, just shy of the first down marker. It'll be another inches call. It'll be 3rd and inches after Jake Moon picks up 10.
You might want to go back to him. He's done a great job picking up yardage. He could run him even over the middle. That might be a valuable play call.
That's exactly what they do. Moon gets the yard. It'll be a new set of downs for the Tide.
Like that idea right there. Put the ball in the hands of a playmaker. He's proven he can get things done for you.
Anthony Stover made his 5th tackle of the night as Doug Day goes over the top, throws into double coverage. It was intended, it looked like, for Idle. So he's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Extremely was.
2nd and 10. Day, short pass, finds his man Idle for 1 yard. Joe Idle, the freshman.
40-yard line.
Averaging, it's like 28 receptions this season. 28 total, not averaging. Let me clear that up. Doug Day throws over the top, caught by Trip Warren, a 9-yard reception. It'll be just short of the first down. 4th and inches coming up, and they're not going to go for it.
Boy, I might have thought about it. You picked up the last 4th down. I believe that was a manageable down, and you're giving the ball back into the hands of an offense that's just screaming and kicking your butt right now. I don't know that I like that type of play call.
TJ Keene with a great 21-yard return on the punt. And looking at the total yards by quarter, LSU 134 in that first, already almost 100. They're going to be 100 in the second quarter. They are absolutely lighting it up, and they lead 17-0. Gage Youngblood fakes the handoff, dropping back to pass, throws right side, and that one incomplete. Good coverage there by Alabama's Richie Carrion.
He's been in on a few plays tonight. He's done a good job.
Youngblood in the pistol, hands off, takes the handoff, he'll keep it. Dropped in the backfield for a loss of 2. Jeremy Mosley with his first sack of the night.
Well, Jeremy Mosley kind of came free and read Gage Youngblood's eyes. Great job by him making that play.
3rd and 12 coming up for the Tide. Or sorry, this is the Tigers. Wrong T. Shotgun formation for Youngblood. Gage looking for somewhere to go, goes over the top, nearly intercepted. What a play there by Zachary Carter.
Good coverage there and a great answer by Alabama, showing trust in their defense, and they were rewarded.
Josh Pavor will punt it away to the Tide. They're going to get it back with just under 3 minutes to go. Taken across the 45 and around the 50, Emilio Gonzalez into LSU territory. So good setup here for the Tide. You think they got to get a touchdown before the half. Doug Day in the shotgun formation. Hands off to Jake Moon, who goes to the left side and is brought down after a gain of 6. Give the stop.
That'll make it 2nd and
number
4.
42. That is Marcellus Burney.
And that was a great hit by him. He's lucky that ball wasn't jarred loose.
2nd and 4 coming up. Ball on the 41 of the Tigers. Shotgun formation for Day. Takes the snap. Throws right side to Moon, and he is game tackled. No gain on the play.
Nice job of LSU squirming Jake Moon right there, making sure he went nowhere.
Bama will go to 3rd and 4, 3 for 7 on 3rd down conversions. Day goes under center. Dropping back, he'll have to pass. Throw left side. That was caught by Jake Moon, but well short of the first down. Great coverage by number 19. That is Brandon Stone.
Well, Brandon Stone has made a huge impact on this game. I don't think they have any choice but to do this here.
Pitch over to Moon, or that's not Moon, to the right side. Corner hit for a 3-yard loss. It's a turnover on downs, and a huge play by the LSU defense.
Well, Dylan LeBlanc and the other guy in there on the stop. Brandon Stone just knew that was coming, and unfortunately in situations like that, you've got to be a little bit more creative than to try to run the ball.
LSU seems to have Alabama right where they want them. Just under 2 minutes left. Short pass over the top to Dominic Flores for a 13-yard reception.
I just think right now LSU is showing themselves to be the better team in every facet.
Shotgun formation for Gage Youngblood. Hands it off to, no, he fakes the handoff. Throws right side, caught at the sideline by Dominic Flores. Another big reception for him. 118 yards tonight for Flores.
Unbelievable night. I thought maybe Kevin Stanley had a play on that ball. He looked like he was tracking it, but it was way out of his reach.
Ball just over the 30 as Youngblood, short pass to Colt. Loss of 5 on the play. Good rush there by the Bama defense. Quick huddle, and we're going right back to it. Shotgun formation again for Gage. Throws left side for Colt Youngblood. He makes a bunch of Crimson Tide miss before he's finally tackled again. This time, it's a loss of 1, and David Ware on the play.
Well, if I were LSU, I'd be a little concerned about them letting these Alabama defenders straight up the middle. They've done that quite a few times tonight, and that's putting Gage Youngblood in a really dangerous situation. He has gotten hit hard a few times this evening.
Gage in the shotgun formation. Throws right side to Colt at the 35, 30, 25. Makes a miss, picks up the first down. 15, 10, 5, he's gone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that just shows the skill and speed of Colt Youngblood there. He took off with the ball as soon as he got it. He was faster than anybody else on that side of the field.
Kick is up by Bortel, ain't good. 24-0, and we're still a minute away from the half. This is starting to look like a high school game a little bit.
Yes, it is. Again, maybe it's something a teacher versus student, because Alabama just not looking great at all on either side of the football right now.
Alabama has got to get some type of momentum going, and the biggest thing they could do is get on the board before the half is up. Doug Day in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, empty backfield, he'll have to pass, throw right side. Caught by Joe Idle, an 8-yard gain. It's close to the first down. Timeout called, 1:01 left in the half.
Here we go! Easy, easy, easy! Buffalo, Buffalo! Hot, hot!
Day under center. Throws right side, incomplete. Looked like it was going to be another catch for Trip Warren, but instead, Ulrich Odenheim gets in on the stop.
Ball that had to have been caught, unfortunately it wasn't.
And off to Moon, right side on 3rd and 2. It's a loss of 1. And Bama's going to punt it with less than a minute left to go, and it's 4th and 2.
Bama just not getting it done offensively tonight, and we'll see what kind of adjustments they make at halftime, even, but I don't know if there's many they can make.
TJ Keene with an 11-yard return, and with 45 minutes to go. Look at the offense, though. 19 pass plays, 12 rushing plays. Some of those passes, though, are those little screens where you get it to Colt Youngblood and he takes off, like what we saw in the touchdown pass. Gage Youngblood in the shotgun formation. Lots of time to throw, decides to go to the right side to Colt, and he picks up 3 yards.
Colt Youngblood doing a great job being a playmaker here this evening. He's gotten a lot of looks at balls.
Pistol formation for Gage Youngblood, dropping back. Still all the time in the world. Goes deep, throw right side, incomplete. It was intended for Dominic Flores to try to get the touchdown, but a great defensive stop there by Alabama. 32 seconds to go for the first half. Youngblood throws over the top, caught, and picking up the first down is Edwards. Number 12.
Just keep the ball going. You're on his heels if you can get on the board one last time before halftime.
Youngblood More time to throw, goes deep, right side, caught in the end zone. Tony Campbell with a 44-yard touchdown reception. Unbelievable.
Well, Jackson Addock had a little bit of a pursuit there. He just was not able to get to Youngblood in time. Beautiful throw by Youngblood. He just put on a show this evening.
Kick is up and it is good. And with 16 seconds left in the half, it's 31-0 LSU.
Move back to return.
Bordeaux to kick it away. Returning for Alabama across the 20 and around the 30 is Trip Warren, a 32-yard return. 1st and 10 with 12 seconds to go for Bama. They got 2 timeouts left.
Well, just draw up the best offensive play you can and hope it works at this point.
Shotgun formation for Bama. Hands off to Moon, goes around the left side.
Timeout called by the offense.
Picks up 1 yard on the play. Stone in on the tackle. Shotgun formation again for Bama with 8 seconds left. Time ticking down. Throws to the right side to Moon, and it's a 6-yard reception. Seems like Day doesn't feel comfortable going to anyone but Moon right now.
No, it doesn't. That's a big, big problem for Alabama.
At the half, it's LSU 31, Alabama with the goose egg on the scoreboard in this rivalry game. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Well, looking at the first half, it's all LSU. There's really no other way to talk about it. What does Bama have to do in order to right the ship to try to make this a competitive game again?
Well, they're going to have to, as we've been saying, hit plays downfield. And unfortunately, the few times that Doug Day has passed downfield tonight, they just have not been great passes. So they're going to have to get on the same page as the receivers.
And the family by blood connection is definitely working out. Gage Youngblood to Colt Youngblood, that combination has been lethal tonight.
Yes, it has been, and just nothing Alabama can do to stop it. Just the playmakers for LSU stepping up and making plays.
Alabama is going to have to tighten things on both sides of the ball. They need a lot of defensive stops, and they need a lot of touchdowns on an 80-degree cloudy night here in Baton Rouge. It's time to get the third quarter started, and LSU is going to be receiving, so Alabama's defense is going to get tested right out the gate. Keene will return it for the Tigers. Gets across the 20, 25, 30, 35. Finally tripped up after a good return there. It'll be 1st and 10 for LSU.
But when you see players shrugging their arms, like you saw from Alabama's defenders right there, that's not a great sign at all.
And off to Youngblood, and he picks up and down 9 yards on the play. 2nd down and 1. Colt Youngblood, 7 rushes for 38 yards tonight. Gage Youngblood in the backfield, in the shotgun formation with 2 running backs. Fakes handoff to Colt, throws right side, and pass broken up. And Alabama's number 91, Jackson Addock, wishing he could have gotten his mitts around that one, because if he did, he's off to the races.
Well, that could have been a game, somewhat of a game changer, but a momentum for sure for Alabama.
Well, Youngblood stopped on the 3rd and short. No gain. It'll be 4th and inches. And maybe, just maybe, Alabama's defense gets the shot in the arm they needed.
That's a great job coming out and getting a stop right away on 3rd down and getting the ball back to this offense.
Return by Alabama. That's Emilio Gonzalez for 13 yards. So 1st and 10, Alabama's got to get a touchdown here. The comeback has to start right here, right now, if you are the Tide. Doug Day, a freshman. He's going to be put to the ultimate mental test to try to will his team back into this one. Day dropping back pass, throws right side, caught by Idle for 6 yards.
It's a good job, and we haven't seen Joel Idle an awful lot here this evening. He's one of their big wide receivers. They need to try to find a way to get him involved even more.
Look for them to get Zach Stone involved as well. Throw right side, caught, picking up the first down at the 45-50. Zach Stone, a 14-yard reception.
Well, they started this game off going to Zach Stone, so going back to what worked for you was a great idea.
Trip Warren, also another wide receiver that they need to get more involved. As Day throws over the top, caught by Chris Reed for a 3-yard reception.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
First time we've seen Chris Reed this evening, or caught his name at least.
2nd and 7 to go. Shotgun for Day. Dropping back. He's got trouble, hit in the backfield, lost for 7 yards after the sack. Brandon Stone, 9 tackles, 3 of them for a loss tonight.
A big-time play there by Brandon Stone, and right here is where Alabama's going to have to figure things out. Only 3 of 9 on third downs. You can't not get on third downs and expect to win.
It's gut check time for the freshman. Day dropping back the pass. Throws right side, caught by Moon, and he gets only 1 yard on the play. It'll be 4th and 13.
I mean, when players aren't stepping up, your offense becomes predictable, and you know LSU knows pretty much every play that there's a good chance that Jake Moon is going to get the football, and that's got to change if Alabama's going to get back into this football game.
LSU will get the ball back around the 34 of the Tigers. They lead 31-0 with 6.5 left in the third quarter. Gage Youngblood throws left side, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Good defense there for 77. It looked like Will Stills in the stop. Here we go. Gage Youngblood going over the top, caught by Cosmos Woods for a 5-yard reception.
Good job by Alabama with their game tackling, led by David Ware. I believe Jeremy Mosley was in on that as well.
3rd and 5. Does Bama have another stop in him? Throwing over the top, caught at the 45. Huge pickup by Brody Edward, an 18-yard reception to move the chains for Bama.
Brody Edward did a great job beating the defensive back there. Not too much you can say for that.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Shotgun formation for Gage Youngblood. Good protection going over the top. Wide open man at the 15. He's gone. Touchdown. Brody Edward. 43-yard touchdown reception. We hadn't mentioned his name hardly at all 2 plays ago. And now straight receptions, including a big touchdown for the sophomore.
Zachary Carter must have lost track of where Brody Edward was, because he left him high and dry and tried to make a tackle, but Edward just flew past Carter.
Kick is up and it is good. 38-0 LSU with a stunning score here. We knew LSU was good, but we didn't think that they'd put 38 unanswered on a team like Alabama.
No, you would have hoped to see better from Alabama, but this is just not a great showing tonight at all.
1st and 10, Alabama has got to get something going. They are running out of time. The clock is not their friend. They need quick strikes, and they need stops and turnovers. Doug Day under center, dropping back to pass. Good protection, throws the right side, goes to Moon, who stops short of the 1st down. He'll pick up 8.
That's a gain of 8 on the play.
They were there ready for Jake Moon. One of these wide receivers is going to have to do a better job getting open.
Again, keep an eye on Joe Idle, Zach Stone, and Trip Warren. Day waiting for the snap, takes it. Throws right side, caught at the 40, and pushed out of bounds.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards.
That is a good reception for Zach Stone.
1st down.
Doug Day, the freshman quarterback, has a lot of football in Alabama ahead of him, has to throw it away as the pressure is too much by LSU, led by Marcellus Burney.
And see, that's part of the problem, because there's been too much of that from Doug Day tonight, where he's just had to get rid of the ball.
Day throwing right side, caught, makes a man miss. 45-40, give it up for Zach Stone, a 26-yard reception.
27 yards.
But when he's gotten open, he's been effective for Alabama. The problem is him getting open. He needs to figure out ways to do that more because he's been a weapon.
First and 10 for the Tide, just shy of the 30-yard line of the Tigers. Shotgun formation for Day. He takes the snap. Going over the top, caught, and brought down Emilio Gonzalez with a 5-yard reception. We've seen him do a lot of work on defense. Now he's appearing on the other side of the ball. 2nd and 5.
If you can mix him in and get him effective, then that's a nice little wrinkle to your offense.
Day under center. Takes the snap. Throws right side, looking for the end zone. Oh, almost picked off by Bernie. The intended receiver was Joe Idle in that far corner.
Well, Joe Idle will be able to get the skills eventually to get open and be able to make plays like that. When you've got one of the best defenders in football on you, that makes it that much harder.
Trip Warren plays the conservative side and gets the first down, keeping this drive alive. Good, smart play there. 1st and 10 for the Tide. Ball on the 20 of LSU. Handoff to Jake Moon, who's wrapped up and brought down at the line of scrimmage. The stop by number 42, Marcellus Burney, yet again.
And again, Alabama's offense just predictable right now. Bernie knew Moon was going to get the ball, and he was not forward at all.
Day over the top. Finds Idle for a 6-yard reception.
Perry on the tackle.
It'll be 3rd and 4. They got to get to the 10.
That'll bring up 3rd
They
and 4.
are just around the 14-yard line.
I think creativity is going to be the key here for Alabama. You can't just hand the ball off to Jake Moon anymore.
And they do that. Jake Moon gets the handoff, but he falls across the first down marker. It's 1st and goal, Bama.
That makes it 1st and goal.
Well, he does a good job picking up the yards, but again, LSU knows it's coming, and you're going to have to maybe try to do some read options or something to get him into the game.
Handoff to the fullback. Zachary Carter, a 3-yard rush.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That brings up 2nd
So you
and
might
goal.
want to try a mix of pass in here now that you've got LSU thinking run, but the receivers have got to get open.
2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Handoff to Moon. He's got the corner. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's a relief getting into the end zone there, getting some good momentum. Let's see what Alabama's able to do with it the rest of the way.
Donald Lewis, the junior kicker, to put the point through the uprights, and it is good. LSU leads 38-7. Bama might be getting some momentum, but it has to start on defense now. They have to get a stop.
And they've been getting stops when it matters this
down for a
evening.
touchback.
So let's see if they can energize their offense with another one here.
Alabama so far outgaining the Tigers in the second half, 92-75, but that 3:45 number in the first half, absolutely fantastic numbers for LSU. Gage Youngblood takes the snap, throw short right side, caught for the first down, Cosmo Woods.
Nice job getting rid of the ball quickly because Corey Dobbins was starting to make his way in there.
Shotgun formation for the Tigers. Look at that, 432 total yards, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. Throwing over the top to Youngblood.
Standing with the tackle.
I believe that's Colsey. Oh no, that's Cosmo Woods, excuse me.
That'll make it 2nd and
Receptions
inches.
for 27 yards. Gage, look at that, 357 yards passing tonight.
Just a spectacular night for Gage Youngblood.
Gage goes to Colt, and he'll pick up the first down.
Makes the reception.
That's Bernie, excuse me.
Call it a gain of 7 yards.
It'll be 1st and 10, Tigers.
Yeah, this is the difference here. LSU getting their plays up there down. Alabama's just not.
15 first downs for LSU, 14 for the Tide. as Gage goes downfield to Woods, caught at the 40. That's a 7-yard reception. Cosmo Woods was not super involved earlier, but this drive, he seems to be the hammer driving in the nail at this point.
I was just going to say, Cosmo Woods has seemed to become the big wide receiver here for LSU.
Youngblood's going to keep it on the option, gets the first down, tripped up at the 35 by Jeremy Mosley.
That's going to be frustrating for Mosley that he wasn't able to bring him all the way down to the ground.
Youngblood in the pistol formation. He's got brother Colt standing right behind him. Sends a man in motion. Now he's dropping back to pass, throws right side, caught by Brody Edward, a 5-yard reception for the sophomore.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Well, he'll take it, but if that momentum would have taken him onto the sideline, he could have cut and maybe picked up a first down for LSU because the space was there.
2nd down and 5, knocking on the door, goes to Cosmo Woods. He makes one man miss. It's a 7-yard reception, first down LSU.
That'll move the chains for another LSU. First down.
Gotta try to do a better job than that, ramping him up and taking him down. You can't just push him.
Youngblood throws right side, caught around the 15 by Derek Riley, a 7-yard reception.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3
for the walk-on. 39 seconds and counting left in the 3rd quarter. LSU up big, and they're about to add more to it if they have it their way. Hand off to Colt Youngblood. He goes straight ahead. Touchdown number 2 of the night after the 13-yard run.
These Youngblood brothers are just having their way with Alabama. That's all there is to say about it. They just can't keep up with them.
Kick is up from Bordeaux and through the uprights. It's a 45-7 lead for LSU. Well, hate to say it, but the results of this one are no longer in question, really. When you think about it, they have not been in question for a while. LSU has just come out firing and showing, quite frankly, as a national championship contender.
Well, I think so, too. I would be nervous to play LSU if I were a lot of teams.
Trip Warren with a good 35-yard return for Alabama. And with 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, the Tigers on top of Alabama, 45-7.
4 down. Mike 19.
Shotgun formation for Doug Day. He's a freshman, still a lot of football to go. I talked with a coach earlier, but a great reception there by Carson Price, a 13-yard pickup. Talked with the coach earlier. He says, the L only means loss if you let it. It should stand for lesson. And you look at this young core, Doug Day, a freshman, Jake Moon, a sophomore, David Ware, a sophomore, Zach Stone, Idle, a freshman, and Emilio Gonzalez, a sophomore. They should be able to take lessons from this one.
Well, I think so, too. And again, that's like you said, they're young. So they've got some opportunities here to turn this around. Last year, Alabama didn't win any games at all. So, I mean, to have 3 more than what you had last year, it's not bad.
Day rushes forward. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. LSU up big, 45-7 over Alabama. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Marcellus Burney having a night, 7 tackles as Doug Day will go in the shotgun formation, throw left side. That one nearly intercepted. Man, I tell you what, TJ Keene is wishing he could have grabbed that one, but it's still 4th down, and Alabama's going to punt it away.
Well, another start for LSU and another failed drive for Alabama. Something to just keep working on this week.
Big return by Kane, 18 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 LSU. And I expect we'll probably see a heavy dose of Colt Youngblood. Maybe get some Brody Edward in there, just kind of run the clock down.
Yeah, you don't need to do anything too cute to put your LSU. You've proven your worth here in this game this evening, and put the rest of the SEC on notice that you're going to be a player.
With this win, LSU is going to hold their spot atop the SEC. Alabama, who is tied with a few other teams, is going to fall below Clemson. as Colt Youngblood goes forward for no yards on the play.
Bill Stills with a big stop.
Shotgun formation for Youngblood. Hands off to Colt. He goes straight ahead and picks up 4 yards. Colt Youngblood with a total of 55 yards. He has not been used a whole lot on the ground, but he's been effective as kind of an air and ground type player tonight for his brother, Gage Youngblood. Gage throws the right side, finds his man, and it's going to be close. Marcellus Burney picks up the first down, and the Tigers keep the clock rolling.
He's another guy that they've effectively used in their running game. This has been an impressive all-around offensive show.
Youngblood goes downfield, finds a man, Dominic Flores, for 5 yards.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It'll be 2nd down and 5. David Ware gets the tackle. Shotgun formation for the Tigers again. Hand off to Colt. He goes into the red pile for a 3-yard pickup. 3rd and short.
Great job by Alabama disrupting that play in the backfield. Looks like Colt Youngblood's starting to wear down. You gotta get a stop if you're Alabama.
Gage Youngblood looking to pass, goes left side, caught by Cosmo Woods, a 5-yard reception, moving the chains yet again for LSU.
First down.
Looks like for some reason Jackson Attic was in the passing game. He just wasn't able to do a good job covering, but that's not really his job either.
Takes the handoff to Burney, caught by Edward for 7.
Moses
And
brings
it's
him
2nd and 3.
down at the 33-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Wondering what LSU is trying to do offensively here. If they're trying to go for more style points or what.
Handoff to Colt Youngblood, who picks up the first down on the 7-yard rush.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10, LSU continuing to move the chains, chewing up quite a bit of time at the same time as well. 6:34 and counting left in the 4th quarter. Youngblood keeps it on the option, rolls forward. It takes 3 Crimson Tide guys to bring him down. He picks up 5 yards on the play.
Jackson Attic hit on the handoff, and Youngblood just ran right by him.
Gage Youngblood in the shotgun formation, hands off to Burney, who goes straight ahead. It will be a 10-yard pickup, 1st and 10, and right now it really does look like LSU is not playing Alabama. They are sending a message to the rest of the league, really, that, hey, we can march the ball down methodically and we can take a lot of time off the clock. Try to find his receiver. That looks like Edgers.
That makes it
It's
2nd
incomplete in
and
the
10.
end zone.
Reset, cut right. 41's coming. 41's a mic.
Shotgun formation for Gage Youngblood. Throw left side, and he overthrows his man on the screen pass. 3rd and 10 coming up.
So here's a chance for Alabama to make some kind of an impact and get a small victory, moral victory.
Youngblood throws, finds his man. That's going to be Colt. He goes for the pylon. He's going to be just short.
10 yards.
1st and goal coming up.
That makes it 1st and goal.
Mike 41, Mike 41. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hand off to Burney. There it is, a 1-yard touchdown run. And LSU takes a 51-7 lead. And like I said, that may not have been a drive against Alabama. That might have been a message to everyone else.
Yeah, I believe so as well, because there was really no need to go in for a score, but that was pretty easy for LSU. I think Alabama had just about had enough on defense.
Bordeaux puts it through the uprights, and we'll see if Alabama decides to go for a quick strike offense, or if they're just going to try to work some things, kinks out as well. They're going to start on their own 20 as it's a touchback. Kneeling in the end zone was Trip Warren. Drew Day goes under center, high formation over the side as Day drops back the pass, throws short right side looking for Moon, but it's incomplete. Another good defensive stand, this time Marcellus Burney, the USC transfer and All-American. Shotgun formation for Day, throwing over the top, finds Chris Reed for a 10-yard reception, and it'll be just short, 3rd and inches coming down.
Well, again, another must hit for Alabama so that they can get some kind of offense going. You'd like to see them maybe get a score, maybe just look good on offense. Try to take some of the momentum into next week.
5:12 and counting left in the 4th quarter. LSU is going to win this one and extend their lead in the SEC. Hands off to Moon, picks up the 1st down on a 3rd and inches call. They're going to call it 4 yards and 78 yards for Jake Moon tonight on the ground.
They've used him a lot, and for the most part, he's been successful.
Day dropping back to pass. The freshman goes to the left side, caught by Emilio Gonzalez, a 3-yard reception.
At this point, if you get a completion, you take it because there just hasn't been much there for Doug Day today.
2nd and 7. Ball around the 45 of Bama. Day, right side, caught by Joe Idle, a 25-yard reception for the freshman.
Then you finally hit on a downfield pass. Joe Idle being able to get free and run a great route.
1st and 10 with 4.5 minutes remaining. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Day in the shotgun formation. Throws left side. That one caught around the 30 in between the hashes by Lewis Simmons for 5 yards. The walk-on makes it 2nd and 5. Greg Cooksey, right now, this late in the game, the results are no longer a question. How important is it for a young quarterback and really a young offensive team like Alabama to get out there and still play and make these plays to build that kind of rapport between each other?
But it's extremely important because you've got a couple of more games left. You want to try and build something on a weekly basis and come back and be able to do better next season.
Doug Day tries to pass it away, but good stop there by Dmitry Mikhailov. 4th and 5, and Bama's going to go for it because why not?
Why not is right.
Day throws right side. That one is nearly intercepted. Another great job by Brody Edward, the cornerback. He could have had his hands on that one. Actually, no, that was Burney. Or sorry, that was not Burney. That was 43. Either way, a great play there by Anthony Stover.
Just a great stop by LSU. They have not let up regardless of the situation. Alabama could use this as a lesson.
Throw left side. Pick up the 5 yards. Fred Perry with his 3rd reception of the night. Second down and 5 to go with 3.5 minutes left in this one. Shotgun formation for Youngblood. Hands it off to Colt. Kicks up 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a good time to start taking time off the clock here. Now, I know you're trying to make a statement here, but eventually you got to just play down and not put your players in the position to get hurt.
3:03 remaining in the 4th quarter. LSU with 52 on the scoreboard. Absolutely impressive performance by a team that probably is turning a lot of heads right now.
Well, I would imagine so, because this is just a great, consistent performance.
Hand off to Colt Youngblood. He's got room to run, makes one man miss, and scampers to the 45 to pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10, LSU.
Just a huge pull there for Colt Youngblood, and Jack Sedana trying to catch up to him.
Ball will be on the 44 of Alabama with 2:06 and counting left. First down, 10 to go. Youngblood, that's Gage, takes the snap, hands off to Colt. Hit in the backfield for a loss of 2. David Ware on the stop.
Well, David Ware has not given up just yet as he comes in and makes a great big play.
I just saw something in the chat. The only thing else you can't do right tonight is run out the clock. 1:22 left in this one. So they're running out the clock pretty good. Handoff to Youngblood. He absolutely ran over Ware. That must have been revenge a little bit.
That'll bring up third and 2.
Because I can't think of anything else that would have been.
3rd and 2 with 65 seconds to go. Shotgun formation for Gage Youngblood, standing on it, the 40 of Alabama. He's going to take this one all the way down to the end. 15 seconds, 13 left on the play clock. What a performance by LSU. 52 points for them. Hand off to Youngblood. He picks up the first down, and you got to think that's going to be enough to do it.
Well, I would think so too. There's no reason to try to go for anything other than victory formation here.
5 seconds left, 4, 3, 2, and that is going to do it. And LSU victorious over Alabama. A stunning victory in Baton Rouge.
It is, and if you are a Tigers fan, you're elated. If you're Alabama, it's a disappointment. But LSU's taught you what you got to do if you want to win big games.
LSU putting their names on the national championship contender hat. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Greg Cooksey, I'm Elon All saying we'll see you next time. Thank you so much and good night.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.